Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time, welcome on into ProDivinity 1111. My name is Anu, and I am your Psychic Tarot host. Very, very lovely to have you here. Thank you for sharing your energy with this tribe. So today's topic and today's timeless reading is about what your ancestors want to tell you. And this one is ready to go already. And the intent behind this is, again, you'll come across this message when you're meant to, when you need to hear it. But we're going to look at what messages they have for you. We'll try to find out what particular area of life they may be indicating or talking about. And then how are they helping you? So we're going to try and see how they may be helping you in your daily life. Okay, so that's what the reading is for today. So with that, let's look at the options for the three piles. Pile one, we have this oracle card, Children of Light. So take a look at the image. Okay, that's pile one, and these are from Spiral Oracle. Okay, I will read the message towards the very end, but we'll just start with the rest of the reading intuitively first. Pile two, we have The Journey. That's your card. And then pile three, we have Stories of My Mother. Take a look at the imagery. So pick the one that calls to you the most. Of course, you can watch multiple piles. But just go with the one that calls you the most and then go from there. All right, so take your pick and I will see you at your selection. Hi, pile one. This is for those of you that chose the first oracle card, which is called the Children of Light. These cards I get asked often because I'm not listing them in the description. They are from the Spiral Oracle by Lily Acuna. Okay, we'll read the message from this towards the end, but just look at the card. If you are drawn to this again, definitely an indigo child. And what an indigo child, I mean, with the colors, I'll tell you right away, is you may have felt growing up that you were very different from the pack, that you didn't quite fit into your family. Interesting, I'm wearing indigo nail color today. It looks black, but it's actually a blue. Very interesting synchronicities here. With this, again, you'll see you have a lot of nature speaking to you. There's also your ancestors, your spirit guides, kind of sending you messages. So to me, this represents you, and you're trying to reach for that inner wisdom. Okay, you know there's something there. There are certain environments where you feel authentic. You're being called to certain directions, and I will tell you, you have a gift of the voice. Okay, the throat chakra is coming through very strongly. I mean, throat and third eye, yes, but for some reason specifically what's coming through, what I'm hearing is there's something special about your voice, about the words that you speak, about the way you communicate. So you could be in like a let's say if we talk about professionally, you could be in a profession or a role where your word matters, or you may inspire quite a few with your words. So it could be maybe you're a manager, okay, who's very good at leading their team. Maybe in family, what you say carries weight, and it's possible that it may create strong reactions, okay? But that is a gift, and that's what we're being told here is like, you have a gift of expressing, bringing things to light, and you're very, very well connected to your third eye as well. Nature is going to do you wonders. Wonders, absolutely. This looks like a father tree to me. And this is coming, I don't know, for some of you, like a sister energy is coming through over here. Anyway, we will read the message, but Children of Light, again, definitely indigo children over here who may have felt like misfits, during our lifetime, but that's for a reason. When we don't fit in a world, we're brought to it to create the new one, okay? Absolutely paraphrasing. I don't know where I read this, but if you've been to my channel, I can't remember quotes, but I just remember the meaning and the intent behind them. So let's see. We're going to start with what they want to tell you. So what your ancestors want to tell you. And then we're going to try to get a look at what area that may be related to, and then we'll get into how are they actually helping you on this journey, through this journey. Get some advice, and then go from there. Okay, so the first message we have here is, wow. We talked about indigo children, talked about third eye, talked about our our throat chakra, and look at here, we have like, all these lotuses showing up, or the crown chakra showing up. We have vulnerability, number 56. So that may be important to you. Maybe some of you are at that age, but that also reduces to an 11. So it's a powerful time. I know 11/11, so November 11th is also coming up pretty soon. I'm going to do a special reading on that. But look at all the crystals. The crystals around here, this is giving me a Kundalini rising sort of energy. So there's some transformation. Again, take a look at the card. This is from Beyond Lemuria. Okay. Definitely star seeds, light workers, earth angels, whatever terminology you subscribe to or can relate to, there is an activation happening in you, okay? And your ancestors are telling you it is time to rise, okay? Ooh, this is also reminding me of the movie, was it Rayo, the Last Dragon? It's really reminding me of that, because a very spunky energy came through right now. And it's kind of reminding me that probably you need to hear feeling like a rebel actually has a lot of like, wow, energy really picked up, has a lot of positives for you. And if you have spent, like, let's say the last decade, last couple decades, whatever, feeling suppressed, or feeling that your talents and your thoughts and what you had to say or your expression weren't appreciated, that's changing now. So embrace your as funny as it sounds, embrace your funky energy at this time, okay? You're rising. It's really like, I think in that movie, Aquafina is the one who plays that dragon, and she's like really quirky and really fun. And your ancestors want to remind you that's who you truly are, okay? Yes, you love crystals, or maybe not, and maybe you hate crystals. I don't want to be in the crystal group, don't call me that. I don't believe in crystals, and that's fine. But maybe you're like, no, I want rose quartz all over my house. Whichever way appeals to you, this is a calling to like rise to your authenticity, okay? That's coming through very loud and clear, and you're being supported on this. In almost, it's giving the energy of, when sometimes we have untapped knowledge or some insight, but the world around us may not be ready. So oftentimes we have to wait for the rest of the world to catch up so that information can make sense. So something like that, and that can be information, that can be talent, that can be gifts, whatever that is. I'm hearing now the timelines are opening up, okay? So be confident, be quirky, embrace your quirkiness, and rise to your true potential. Number 11 is rise to your authenticity, okay? What are you being called to? Very interesting. What do we have here? We have Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. I cannot make this up. Look at that, by the way, diamond light. Okay, more crystals and more diamonds. This is what came through when we were talking about children of light, is like, if you feel you don't belong in the world, you've been brought here to create a new one. And how do you create a new one? By being you. You know why? Because let's say if this is you sitting in this bubble, this is your aura. I've talked about this in my readings before. Our aura can extend anywhere from 3 feet to all the way to 15, 20, 50, 60 feet. And that aura has a vibration, and that's what gets picked up by other people. So, you definitely are an empath as well, and you may be picking up other people's energies, but guess what? You also emit. You're a powerful transmitter, and you've been brought here for a reason, okay? So your ancestors really want you to like understand how powerful you are and how beautiful you are, and this energy needs to be shown, okay? But again, I'll read this message to you. Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And that's why it may have been a challenge, because you weren't really created to blend in. Does that make sense? You're not a clone of everybody else. And again, to my light workers, to my earth angels, to, you know, spiritual workers, or even like you, if you don't self-identify in those terms, if you're somebody who's empathic and is always like thinking of why is there so much cruelty in the world, why can't I blend in, why are people doing this, remember you're here for a reason, and we are meant to be unique. We're not meant to be machines and be clones of each other. So it's okay to feel that way, but as we saw here, something is shifting. Okay, then we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Self-explanatory. I do see a beautiful sea lion here. Is that a walrus? I can't tell. It's like the face of a polar bear, like this animal here. I know it's a seal, but it's just so big and so beautiful. It is time to replenish yourself. Take a little break, take a little vacation, spend time with nature, spend time in water if that heals you. Even like a long shower may help. Some of you, if you can, if you like baths, take a long bath, add like sea salt or salt, some sort of salt to your water. That's going to be very, very healing. But your ancestors are saying like heal. Crystals, whatever, crystals, essences, essential oils, whatever kind of brings you in a harmonious state of mind, go ahead and do that, because that's going to really, really take you, like, you'll be amazed on the actual impact of that. And then you have fire guardian, ignite your passions. There you go. So rise up, my loves, rise up. Really, this is the time of embracing your passion, embracing your quirkiness, embracing whatever the world may see as weird, but it resonates so true to your bones. Like, you know what this is. Okay, you know exactly what your passions are, especially if, what can we say? If they've been quote unquote dormant up until now, because you didn't think you had the audience, you didn't think you had the attention of the universe or the people around you, well, guess what? It's time to rise up. And fire is also a very protective energy. Okay, so you have a lot of protection from your ancestors, but it's like with the word ignite your passion. And what we got over here, I feel like there's some sort of initiation. Okay, so Spirit, help me tap into pile one and what their ancestors are trying to tell them. Can we get a particular area that they're referring to here? Is this a particular axis in life? This is amazing. We have, oh, interesting, look. We'll take the first one that flips over. You have North Node, Destiny, okay, and this is again going with your ignite your passion. North Node is what we're meant to go toward and not where we're coming from, not what we're comfortable with. Ooh, I never actually read this card. Look at the first term over here, Soul School. So soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, fruition. So again, it's like it's time to leave the old behind and gravitate towards the new, towards your North Star, what you want to build. And this could be probably not just like with the North Node coming out. It is just your entire life's direction. It's not just like, okay, it's a career change. It could be, right? Career can be, of course. It is, we are multidimensional. We have many, many areas that we work on in a lifetime. So it could be that. But with this popping out first, it's like there is a shift in your life itself. So embrace what you're being called to, because there is definitely a lot of firepower under it and behind it, and a lot of support from your ancestors on this. So let's get one more. We have opposition, balance. Excuse me. Relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, benefits, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, calls out. So opposition is not necessarily a bad thing. So if you think of a natal chart, opposition is when two planets are across from each other. Sometimes they will complement, like power each other up, and sometimes they're gonna create friction with each other. Either way, it creates a sort of a balance. It's like a tug of war. It's almost like a Two of Pentacles, okay? So find balance in your life as well. Going back to this rejuvenate or replenish message that we got here, If you're finding yourself just doing all work, no play, balance that out. If you feel you're not focused enough or you feel like you lack direction, spend time in nature, because that's going to rejuvenate you and that's going to open up your energies and kind of fuel your inner fire. But either way, these are larger life changes, okay? For this group, we're not going to force it. We're not going to try to get a particular house for you, but this is, again, going back to, you know how planets move, right? So the planets have moved into the right direction to create that healthy tension in order for you to fuel you to move towards your north node, okay? So this is a much bigger life-oriented direction that I'm getting for you, pile one. Okay, so let's see how are your ancestors helping you through this. Okay, how are pile one's ancestors helping them through this journey? Wow, look at that. We're talking about fire. The very first card is Ace of Wands. Let's get maybe 3 more. Oh, look at the aces. Look at so many cards want to come out. And there's, again, bottom deck energy. We do have the 6 of Cups. Again, childhood. Okay, something about childhood. Maybe they're also helping you reunite with people, or unite you with people that bring out your inner child. Okay, that doesn't have to be like you're getting together with your childhood friends. For some, it will be like, I think the Tower wants to show. Wow. So this could be a very sudden shift in energies, and I'm not surprised because the opposition and North Node are coming up over here. You see the big explosion here on this card? And then we have the Tower. They're gonna shift the dynamics around you, so things start falling into place and you start feeling that you have the right support system. So let's see what we got. Wow. Okay. All right, I think this was the order or whatever. Let's see, let's go this way. So the first one we know, we have the Ace of Wands, and we're asking, how are your ancestors helping you? I hope you can see. It's a very beautiful card. It's sometimes very hard to see on camera. And this is the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck, okay? So you have, they're helping you with reigniting your inner fire, Ace of Wands, 7 of Wands. You see, that's the indigo child, no longer feeling like you have to keep defending yourself. Okay, so they're creating these elements. They're removing opposition from your life. 2 of Cups, look at that. For some of you, they're also like helping bring in a divine partner for you. But this is also like helping you balance the inner child, balance the energies. Again, 2s here, 2s here. So you may be seeing repeating 2s as well. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely. You know, okay, let me just get all the cards before I start blabbering away. We have the Ace of Cups. You got 2 aces here. Not a lot of cards. 10 of Wands, the ending of difficult times. And then we have the King of Cups. So Cups, Cups, Cups. Wands, Aces, Aces. Endings, beginnings. Look at that. Beginnings, endings. And then ending out of the competition. And then right in the middle, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is about pretty much, you know, like the perfect time that you may have been waiting for. Sorry, I have to squish the cards, so I'm trying to get them all here. So how they're helping you is actually ending a very long cycle. Okay, and they're helping you open your heart. You may get... I'm surprised there are no pages here, because I'm hearing, you may hear like surprising messages from people, or, and then we have the King of Cups over here. Something that sparks a sense of joy within you. Your heart is really opening up, okay? And there's a creativity element. They may be creating, as I said, dynamics around you. Maybe you get to practice a craft that you haven't done in a long time. That just came through, that message just came through. Maybe like some of you are artists or painters or poets or any form of self-expression, okay? Because we did talk about expression over here. They're opening up the energies by removing the people who probably question you or have irritated you in the past or have challenged you in the past. They're taking them out. That sounded so weird. Oh my God. I crack myself up when I get these messages. Sometimes they're taking them out. It's like, oh no, they're not GI Joes. They're not being taken out like per se, but they're being removed from your circle. Okay, the energy has shifted. This has been, again, a long-standing thing on the way, and they're finally kind of clearing the path because the timing is right. Remember, we talked about that. And sometimes there is an idea that the world is not ready for. So how your ancestors are really helping you is by shifting the timelines and bringing you the right opportunities, the right people. I think I also said that before because I hear you maybe hearing messages from people. And again, look, this could be the message too. This could be the confirmation too. You being here, listening to this reading, maybe I'm the messenger. I don't know. Okay, your ancestors have a way of reaching you. They will reach you if you're meant to be. As simple as that. But this could be like, you meeting a random person at the coffee shop or at your yoga studio or your gym or at your art studio, wherever you go and you find like you're there in a group setting, but not per se with your friends. Okay, it's like where you're doing your individual thing, but in a group setting. That's what I'm hearing. So there may be something where someone says to you that really, ignites that passion within you and kind of wakes something up. Because again, it'll be sudden because we did see the Six of Cups, which is your inner child, and then we saw the Tower. Oh, we have Temperance here now. Yeah, so they're bringing someone in, some messenger in order for you to wake up to this inner desire. And again, this is your destiny. So, interesting. Also, watch out if, like especially with we have the Two of Cups and the King of Cups over here, and we have the Seven of Wands. Watch out if, someone says something that initially irks you a little bit. That may be an inner knee-jerk reaction that we have, but very quickly we see the point. It's almost like, this sounds so teenagey or so like high school romance type of story where two people are just bickering with each other and they end up, being partners for the rest of their life, something like that. But there is some notion of some sort of conversation that happens that seems a little out of place, but that over time you actually really see the value in it, and it could be like life-changing for you. Okay, so they're trying to bring in people. They're trying to bring in people, the right people, and they're moving the other people out of your energy field. Okay, there is absolutely new beginning, opening of the heart, harmony within, reigniting our passions, and maybe also like calling in a divine partner. We have the King of Cups and the Two of Cups here, and we have the Ace of Cups. So a new love may be coming in. Okay, for those of you that are open to it, and again, maybe the planetary position is really, really perfect at this time to make that happen. So that's how they're helping you. So let's see. Let's shuffle. We're going to get 3 of these, and then we're going to get 3 oracle cards from here as advice. So for Pile 1 Spirit, what is their ancestors' advice for them? Yeah, there's new love available here. There's new career, new passion, new way of life, new balance and harmony in life being offered. So what's the advice for Pile 1? We have the Knight of Wands again, like the Fire Guardian, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands. This is amazing. 2 more, please. Oh, we got 3 more. Okay, and bottom deck energy, we have the Four of Wands, which is celebration, which is happy home, happy foundation, happy life, because this is the base of our natal chart, and this is from where we leap into the world. Okay, so our foundations are getting very, very strong, or we're building our foundations in a way. Okay, so what do you choose? How do you want your foundations to be? So let's see what we have. We have in advice, we have the Knight of Wands. We have, wow, the Fool. Take a leap of faith, my loves. We have the Eight of Swords, no longer trapping ourselves or self-sabotaging. And then we have the Page of Wands. There's the page. There's that new beginning. So there is, let's put these over here. Let's make sure you can see them. I'm going to spread them out and I'm going to get some oracles in between. So what we're seeing here, the advice for you is like, look, right under the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Cups, right? They're like, stop keeping your heart so guarded. It's time to free yourself from your own dilemmas, from your own self-doubts. Get that out and open up to the energies, open up to even meeting new people, listening to new people, maybe reading new books, listening to new speakers, I'm hearing, because there's some blindfold you need to lift off yourself. Take a leap of faith. You have the Fool here. New begins. You can't make this up. You have Ace, and the Fool. Okay? And then you have a Ten of Wands. There is some sort of ending that is available to you. Again, leaving the familiar behind. North Node kind of encourages us to push ourselves into the new, into the unknown, which is literally what the Fool card is, right? But this is going to be an inner drive. So what they're telling you is if you are called in a certain direction, if something really inspires you, go for it, okay? Just go for it without creating a whole list of if then else in your mind and then just trapping yourself and kind of self-sabotaging, like, well, can I do it? Is it possible? I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least you got to try, okay? Because life is all about, you know, elevating, learning different lessons. And they want me to say, we learn more from our mistakes than from just reading through a book. So take it if it fits, but that's what they're trying to tell you over here. So let's see what other advice we have for pile one. I mean, this is like your life. You have an open slate. You know what you have to do. You just probably need a little bit of a gentle nudge. And then look what pops out. We have Pluto, transformation. You see the little butterfly over here, and then in this card we had the dragonflies. We did talk about transformations. Number 11 is about transformation. So there may be some Scorpios in this group. It's possible, or you may have Pluto on the ascendant. So this is in the advice. Transform. Let's get two more. We got integration, union. Yes, so there's two meanings here. Integrate with yourself, okay? Create harmony and balance with yourself. But also for those of you who are open to love, this is indicating like be actually open. Open your heart to meeting another person. And then your final advice is thoughts isolating. There we go, right next to the Eight of Swords. Stop over analyzing things. Stop always thinking what's next, what am I supposed to do? Stop inspecting everything all the time. It's just like go with the flow, open your heart, go to nature, go to water, do something that brings out that inner child, that inner spark, creation or creativity within you, and you'll see how things kind of fall into place. But really being called to start something new, okay? Pages are here to learn. They had on their first step of the journey, okay? But it starts when they kind of break themselves out of their own mental cage, okay? That's the advice over here. So let's get you an oracle or archangel oracle card, and then we'll close out by reading the message from the book for your starting oracle card. So pile one spirit, what's the message they need to hear? We have clairsentience. Ooh, that is awesome. This is Archangel Raguel showing up for you with the message. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So, as I said, some of you, third eye, throat chakra. Third eye is when we're able to anticipate things and see patterns and just know our intuition is very strong. Throat chakra is how do we express it. And this is saying like physical and emotional feelings, like are there any recurring patterns that are happening there? If you see in your card, there's a sense of touch, okay? And then there's a sense of the crown chakra receiving messages. She is in nature. So there's a lot of like sentient energy available to you. Your claircognizance, clairsentience, clair audience, clairvoyance, all maybe picking up at this time. As I said, something is awakening. Something is awakening in you. So be open to that, and your ancestors are supporting it at this time because, as we know, this is time. The time has finally kind of come for that activation. Wow. Okay, so let's get the book and read this card here for you, pile 1. Okay, I'm just going to read the last part that it emphasizes. I was going to say simple, and I literally just saw that word over here. So you can look at the card, and there we go, and I'll read from it. A seed needs simple elements to grow: water, earth, air, sun, and love. This is what I sow today. Actually, I am going to read the whole thing, okay? So it'll be worth it. Stick around. It's just one page because we talked about indigo children, and it's talking about something about childhood. So let's see over here. My childhood was marked by events that connected me with diverse knowledge. I experienced depths of pain and joy. A day was a lifetime where imagery, games, and surprises guided me. As an adult, I have forgotten many things, sometimes even how to connect with and listen to my true nature. My true nature lets me know it is still there, resonating, hidden somewhere in my chest. The time has come for me to find myself in every child, in every young person, with care and love. I feel their beat of life in me. I open the way for us to create a world together in unbound imagination. Oh my goodness. We had so much child energy. Remember we saw the Six of Cups, and we've been talking about the inner child as well. Okay, and then it says, there is inherent wisdom in every child, simplicity of living and true laughter. Every child is my sweetest mirror. There is a silver lining in every teenager's rebellion, change, and courage. There you are, the little rebel you. A seed needs simple elements to grow: water, earth, air, love, and sun. That is what I sow today. So simplicity is, and the last message over here is, I return to the simple. Through my generous and innocent spirit, I ask myself, what is my greatest fear? What is my magical desire? By observing my fears, I take them out of the dark spaces, and now dark spaces, thus they no longer prevail. Now I create spaces for others to grow, for me to grow. I enjoy the simple things again. I recover my capacity for wonderment. Everything is renewed and fills my spaces with magical energy. There is your vulnerability, your activation, your senses are waking up, your hidden wisdom. All starts with the heart energy over here, okay? Inner desires, our passions, what's sparking us from within. Listen to that, okay? Very beautiful. That's what I have for you, pile 1. If you like the reading, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It means a lot to me, helps me grow the channel and this beautiful community. If you need a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. Feel free to reach out to me. With that, I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. This is for those of you who chose the second oracle card. Welcome to your reading. Your card is the Journey. Very, very interesting. These are from the Spiral Oracle. I will read the message towards the end of the reading from the book, the guidebook that we have with it. But let's start with your messages from your ancestors. So just intuiting over here. I can't help but get that you've been in a very hermit mode up until now, which means that you've been in your secure bubble of sanity because you just wanted it. The way she's covering her ear is very, very interesting to me because it's like she's going and towards her desires, she's activating, she's connecting with the divine, doing everything, but at the same time trying to shut out, really trying very hard to shut out the world. So I get that energy. So it's a pretty spiritual journey. Of course, we also have a lot of sacred geometry in this card that's showing up. So some of you may also have body art around it. This is really saying Your ancestors want to say, all right, that's enough, get up and go. It's time to get up and go. And I laugh about this because it's almost an energy of like, you may experience such a burst of energy in your day-to-day life because what they're showing me is like how she has her hair up in a bun, okay? And she's like, all right, I'm ready to go, hair up. Oh my gosh, not letting my hair down. I'm ready to take charge. And just watch for some little tiny mistakes, and if you do make mistakes, just laugh them off. That energy came through actually when I was preparing to start for the reading. This is from a very different deck. Let me see if I still have it. There we go. The card that popped out, and I don't have this for other piles, but the Roadrunner came out, and the Roadrunner message there is keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously, okay? So there may be like this, why I'm talking about this is because there may be some silly things that you may do or miss as you start to integrate, like I'm stumbling, as you start to reintegrate with the normal, mundane schedules of life and start mingling with people. But she's like, ready, all right, let's go. And it looks like she forgot to put on her top. It's like the classic, you know how in some movies they always show like the dad is ready to head out the door, he's got a big meeting, a big presentation, he's got his suit and his tie on and his briefcase, and he's about to rush out the door, and the kid calls out, hey dad, did you miss your pants? Right? So it's something funny like that may happen. Your ancestors are really wanting to spark that inner humor in you, okay? All these cues, everything is a cue, everything is a message. There are no coincidences, right? So something like that may be happening, but what you need to know, this is the journey to your elevation. And I cannot kid you, so many cards are just like whizzing by right now. So there is that speeding of things, that speeding of energy that's coming through. And this is going to be something that's going to bring you recognition in the 3D as well, because the stag talks about the crown that we wear. And this is the crown of our knowledge, but it's also a demonstration of our status, okay? Take it as it fits. So this could be like your 10th house may be activated, which is the top of a chart, which is how we project ourselves to the world and how the world sees us. Can be our career or the title we hold, the relationship title, are we whatever our professional title is, or other titles like single, married, divorced, are we homeowner, are we a car owner, whatever that status is, okay? There's some elevation that's coming to you and they're helping you through that. But there's definitely you have a very strong connection to the divine, so keep doing that. They're really blessing that. But they're asking you to open up a little bit more, because she really looks like she's in it halfway by shutting everybody out. No, everybody, even those who have an opposing opinion to you. Wow, this is a lot of channeling. Even those who have an opposing opinion to you have been put in your path to expand your consciousness, okay? To help you see things from a different perspective and then come to a conclusion based on what you feel and what you hear, and then you carve your path forward, okay? All right, thank you for sticking through. There was a lot of messages coming through right over there. All right, so let's see what else we have. We're gonna start with what your ancestors want to tell you, so what the message is, and we're gonna try to see what area it may apply to in your life. We're gonna look at how they're helping you through it, and then the final advice from them and some oracle energies, and then of course closing out the reading by reading laugh it off, humor, the meaning of the card from the guidebook. Okay, so what they want to tell you, pile 2. What? You got 2 journey cards. Wow. Or if you are literally thinking of traveling or moving or making some sort of big change in your life, please comment below. This is not, as I said, not a coincidence. Look at that. You have 33, master number 33, journey to wholeness. Wow. I am consistently blown away by spirit, consistently. So your ancestors really want to tell you Get ready for this journey. This is going to be a very wholesome journey for you, okay? With all, if you see all the colors of all the chakras are here, okay? So there's a very divine, I would say, activation, alignment that is happening within your body, and specifically the word wholeness, excuse me, is jumping out. So you may not only, some of you, and this is going to be very, very like on all axes for some of you, you may not only up and move, be it for a career, be it for a personal goal, or be it just, you just want to be like, let's say, live close to the ocean and you just want to move. You may not even not only just physically move, but you may also move or shift your lifestyle dramatically. What could be some examples? Some examples could be that before this, let's say you've always had a fear of water, and now you're moving to a community, you're close to the ocean, and you're just determined to start taking up swimming lessons. I'm just like throwing very simple examples out there. And because you really love the ocean and you want to be a surfer. I don't know. Okay, something like that. So there's like a physical shift in the body. There's a shift in the attitude, the mental attitude, but also a holistic lifestyle change. So you may change your diet. You may incorporate certain physical exercise in your regimen that you never had before. Maybe you start an apothecary. I don't know. Whatever it is, but your ancestors are here to tell you this is time to get on that journey. This is time to embark on that journey, very divinely guided, and it's going to completely shift your life. Okay, so if you've been waiting for any confirmation, they're telling you it is time to take that first step. Now we have, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Oh my goodness, this is deep, you guys. This is deep. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So I'm not going to get into the whole debate on the difference and, do we have free will or not? What is the point of fate? What is the point of destiny? And then what is the point of free will? But this is here to tell us that you will remember, oh, wow. Remember we called out, or they called out, that even people who oppose you actually have been put in your path to activate something in you, to help you grow and expand your consciousness. And that's the part of it. Of course, we chose our life, believe it or not. We did. Our soul had a plan. Why are we here? What are we going to grow on? In order to grow to that level, what sort of lessons we have to go through. Lessons mean difficult situations. We pretty much had that entire plan laid out before we came to Earth. And that's where the remembering is happening. Now, the difference when we talk about destiny is like, destiny is a master plan. That, let's say you were meant to come here and showcase the universe or showcase the people around you what a wholesome life means. And this could be health, fitness, mental health. This could be lifestyle, nutrition, whatever, coach, anything. Okay. I'm like completely drawing a blank right now, but maybe that was your destiny, is to come here and be that symbol of wholeness, wholesomeness for everybody around you. That's the destiny. Now within that, there are going to be many paths. So the free will kicks in and picks which fork in the road you want to take. That's what's happening over here. And this is a point where all that is waking up within you. So you still have the free will to choose what wholeness means to you, or how you're going to portray yourself and how you're going to raise the vibration of the earth, what path you're going to choose. That's completely up to you. The only thing that is destined, that you have already created in your soul plan, is what the overall overarching energy will be of your soul as incarnated onto the earth. Wow, this is very, very deep. Let's see. Woo. Different decks. We're talking about remembering, okay, waking up, and then you have the initiation. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold. There you go. Something is really shifting, something is really activating. And again, what your ancestors are trying to tell you is wake up to this, choose this path. You're destined to be out and shine your light. Okay, get out of the darkness. And this could literally mean, like, for some of you, as I said, the hermit mode. Some of you may just be like shying away and just hiding away from the world because It's also about conserving your energy. You don't want to engage with people to have to explain yourself. Like, they're just not going to get it. So you've been in a cocoon. But this, with the initiation, similar message to Power One, like the time is right. Finally, the planets may be aligning and everything may be aligning up for you, where you're waking up to some truth, some inner truth, and they're asking you to get on it. You're crossing the threshold. Wow. Whew, I'm like out of breath. And then we have She-Wolf. We're talking about initiation, crossing the threshold, waking up. And She-Wolf is telling you, unleash the wild within. Ow. I don't want to say it loudly on the mic, but yes, that's what's happening. Full moon in the background. Go wild. This is like with the She-Wolf and this card over here, Journey to Wholeness, there's a sense of just breaking through, breaking free. There is an expansion here available to you. And it doesn't, like, please don't try to put like a label on it that you have to do a certain thing to feel that way. No, it's like, can you at least start by stop holding yourself back? Let's say this could be, I don't know, the colors that you wear, and all of a sudden something shifts in you and you want to wear, let's say, orange for the first time in your life, and you never worn orange, but you're so drawn to it now. That's the She-Wolf energy. That's the expansion. That's the vulnerability, and just like not holding ourselves back. Start there, whatever small thing it is, but it's like no longer staying in the grays. If you are somebody who loves gray or black a lot, that's just an example that all of a sudden you may come to a point where you just want to wear colors. Something within you, as I said, wants to go take those swim lessons and become a surfer. I don't know what it is. It's going to be very different for each and every one of you, but your ancestors are here to say, yeah, that's activating, okay? And you carry that in your from your ancestral line. There are quite a few gifts that have been hidden, and you're going to start remembering those. So get ready for that journey. Wow, this is going to be a wild journey. I'll tell you that with the wild within card coming out. So let's see if we can get an area for pile 2, Spirit. What do the ancestors want to tell them? What's the message? What area is this relating to? Today's readings are like just pouring messages. My brain can't keep up. We have the trine. There's that flow. There's the perfect timing. So there is harmony. There's a alignment of the planets, alignment of people around you. Trines talk about when things just really flow. There's effortlessness to there. Okay, there's a lot of like synergies, and everything is where it needs to be in order for you to move forward. Okay, that's what the trine talks about. It's a perfect harmony of all the elements that you can think about. Let's get one more. Let's see if they give us an area. They did not in the last pile, but just curious if they want to bring out. There's going to again be so many layers to it in terms of where you are in life that a lot may be changing, a lot may be getting activated for you. But let's see, let's get one more. And we have Mercury, communication. So third house energy is showing up for you. Again, words, thoughts, analysis, information, learning, okay, ideas, awareness. All this is being activated, and I think for some of you, again, remember is here. That's what Mercury really is about. Thoughts and communications. It's our mental power. It's in tarot. It's the suit of swords, okay? And this is perhaps could be as specific as, and as I turn the deck, we have Pluto transformation. So definitely you're transforming. Going back to the Mercury energy or communication. What was I saying there, Spirit? Wow, that completely went out. Interesting. For some of you, if I don't know if that message is meant to come, it'll come back. But what this is going back to the journey, and I feel like you've been closing your ears off or holding yourself together because you didn't want to argue with people and explain your side of the things. That's changing. You may find a new voice within you with Mercury, and you may also clearly find a lot more inner information You may channel a lot of information. So Mercury is really helping you at this time. Go check when you watch this reading what sign is Mercury in right now. I don't know off the top of my head. And just see where is that, what house that is in your natal chart, because that's very activated at this point. And that's what your ancestors kind of want to bring forward this time. But let's see. Okay, so thoughts, ideas, listen to your, I would say like inspired ideas that get you, inspirations that you get at this time. There's a lot going on, more than what you see on the surface at this point. Okay, so write them down. A dream journal would be amazing. Okay, so Spirit, for pile 2, can you show us how their ancestors are helping them through this journey? I literally said journey. I can't stop saying that word. How are the ancestors helping them through this journey? There we go. There we go. The inner wisdom. Mercury. You have High Priestess. Let's see. Let's put them here. You have the Knight of Cups, and we're asking how are your ancestors helping you through this journey? Or at this time, whatever you want to call it. So High Priestess, Knight of Cups. Let's get 2 more. Oops. Okay, and 1 more, please. Funny, because it wasn't coming out. It was very, very quiet, and of course it's the moon. Underneath the deck, we do have the 9 of Wands, okay? Helping you break free. Again, as I got over here, right from the beginning, you're staying in your cocoon, you're in that cave, you're staying hidden. They're helping you break out of this pattern, okay? It may have become, like, it may have started as a defense mechanism, but just watch, because they're bringing this forward, is that it's probably become very familiar now, and they're helping you break through it, okay? They're no longer like, you don't have to feel like a wounded warrior. Again, remember I said everything, we chose that soul plan, that master plan, that master destiny, and every lesson is supposed to help us get through it. But somewhere, somehow, it has really drained your energy, and they're saying now it's time to break free, okay? They just want you to change your perspective, especially with Mercury. Stop thinking of yourself like that. Stop making yourself small, is what I'm hearing. So they're going to help you through this, okay? But they're really encouraging you to break that pattern. Let's see. Oh, lovely. We have the 6 of Cups. So High Priestess, Knight of Cups, 6 of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and then we have the Moon. So look at the flanking cards. You have the High Priestess and the Moon. These are the 2 most intuitive cards, or major arcana cards in tarot. And the male counterpart is, again, the Hierophant, right? In terms of your mind, I would highly, highly recommend. You're going to get some interesting dreams, or you'll notice that you're now remembering your dreams more than before with the Moon card here. But this is it. There are things happening in the background that you don't see. High Priestess talks about things hidden, because her knowledge is hidden within or behind her cloak. Moon talks about the gray areas, the darkness, things that are not in light, that are not in view. And the universe, or the divine, hides these things from us until it's time for the initiation. So your ancestors are helping. They're definitely talking to you through your dreams, okay? They're also talking to you when you're like sitting in peace and quiet. They're talking to you through some interesting ideas. So don't shut out your ears. This is important, okay? Don't shut your ears. This is you are getting messages. They're like sending you hints. And they're sort of like, as I said over here with the bottom deck energy, they're trying. Oh, beautiful. You have the star right with it. Look at this, guys. The star is all about the healing journey. It's all about, leaving ourselves vulnerable so we can bring out all the hidden trauma, let it surface up so we can wash it away, so we can cleanse ourselves away from it, okay? The Star and the Nine of Wands is like, yeah, break yourself out of that trap. The journey is over, the journey of pain, the time of pain and suffering. Bring it to an end. Wow, Eight of Wands, because this is literally the journey card in tarot. It's time to move forward. It's time to gain momentum, break yourself out and heal from it, and literally find inspiration. With these two energies over here, and with the Five of Pentacles, they want to tell you that, look, you're never alone. Five of Pentacles really is an energy where we feel we are by ourselves. You have no support system. No one understands it. Whatever that is, but it is a little bit of a self-minimizing energy. It is a little bit of a, do we see ourselves as the victim? And that needs to change by a lot of love and compassion and understanding of the grand scheme of things and why we chose the path that we did in our current lifetime. I know we don't feel that. We feel like we were dealt certain cards, but you literally have that term here, soul plan. This is here for a reason. It'll help you remember. So your ancestors are activating the inner child. They want you to engage in like things that bring some spark to you. Again, unleashing the wild within. You've probably been too safe and too conservative in your day-to-day, like not ruffling any feathers. But they're like, no, it's time. It's time. Just do whatever you want to do because you want to do it without having to explain it to anyone. And again, there is almost like, again, the nights are all about journeys. So there's a beautiful journey ahead of you, okay? And one thing will lead to another. And in the process, you're going to find joy. You're going to find your inner spark. And you're also going to find helpful people around you. They're going to put them, your ancestors are going to put those people in your path, okay? So welcome them, whoever they are, whoever bring these messages. But as you go through that, as you heal and as you grow, you inadvertently become the not just the seeker of the knowledge, but then the keeper of the knowledge. Wow, profound messages that are coming through. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Amazing, pile two, amazing. You've done a remarkable job. Okay, so let's see, what are the recommendations, or what are their advice for pile two? Spirit, help me tap into pile two's ancestors, and what is their advice for pile two? Wow, Death card. Ooh, another knight. Whoops. Cards are flying. Cards are flying. So we have the Death energy. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Let's see. Then we had, wow, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. They want you to embrace a new outlook on life, okay? Because there's a new journey, a new beginning coming for you. And we keep saying journey. We have the Knight of Wands again, a very fiery new beginning that's coming to you. Follow your passions. Wow, there is that Eight of Wands. Okay, look, it's funny because, a very spunky, you have I think a very, very spunky female. This energy came in pile one too, but in a very different manner. There's a spunky female ancestor here who's really saying, come on, get your lazy ass up and get going, because it's time to get going. Whatever this is, either you have a new job offer coming, either you have a new partner coming in, someone's proposing to you, but there's definitely, remember Pluto was there in the bottom of the deck. Where is that deck? Where's that deck? I hope yeah, there we go. Look, you have Pluto, you have the Death card showing up, Scorpio energy. So there is an ending of the old cycle, ending of the gray, and the surfacing of a lot more color, a lot more joy into your life, okay? They want you to accept, and this sounds very specific, they want you to accept an offer that comes through, especially the one that will make you shift from your usual lifestyle. I know it's specific and vague at the same time, but this is like, literally, this is advice, and they're showing me you need to open your hands and receive this opportunity, whatever this may be. This message is actually not too good to be true. This is going to be life-changing if you're getting some opportunity. And again, I'm hearing move your lazy ass, okay? Stop being comfortable. And again, I'm not, I don't mean to say that you're lazy. Oh gosh, sometimes the messages that come through. But this is about, it's like, stop being comfortable being uncomfortable. Stop being in that, wounded warrior energy. You need to get moving, because there's a lot of momentum here. Yep. Yeah, it's as straight as it is. Six of Swords is again moving forward. So there's some sort of journey, guys. Physical, metaphorical, mental, whatever you're doing, they want you to do it. How many times have you had journey in this reading? Journey, moving, journey. 5 cards. And at the bottom of the deck, 6 cards that want you to get moving. So maybe even start like a new exercise routine. I don't know. So let's see what else is in advice. Well, this is flying. We have ego, vanity, and pride. Okay, I see. That's a very direct message. Okay, what else? Messages, dreams. Thank you, Spirit. I cannot make this up. Dream journal, highly, highly recommended. The ancestors are talking to you through dreams. Let's get one more. And we have twin flames. So, as I said, the offer could be, there is wish fulfillment. Look here at the bottom of the deck. You have wish fulfillment coming through. The offer could be something that really brings out the joy in you. This could literally be, we have 2 knights here, okay? The Knight of Cups is the energy of love. So again, somebody could be coming you and offering you even an offer of love. Maybe they want you to move with them, and you know in your heart of hearts that's the right thing for you to do, but you may be scared. So let this be confirmation that no, it's just like, don't listen to your ego, because fear is a form of ego. This the fears, the job of the fear is to keep you safe, okay? So the job of our egos is to keep us safe, is to keep us in a container which has been defined. Why? Because our bodies carry muscle memory, and it's very easy for our ego to keep us safe when there is a very secure model that our body and mind is used to. So anytime we try to make a change, fear kicks in and says, whoa, we have not dealt with this before. What if we fail? What are going to be consequences? What if? If that's happening, talk to your fear and say, I know you're a form of ego. Thank you for being here. Thank you for protecting me. You helped me grow through some difficult times, but I'm no longer a child. Okay, I'm the freaking high priestess. I know what I'm doing. I want to listen to my intuition and go forward, because this is going to bring me divine love. And this could be like integration within as well. So this is very, very clear. Like your reading is, there is some offer, there is some journey. You're being called to go on it, even if it's unfamiliar. But again, this will be something that it just moves you from within, like the wild within. Okay. Wow. So let's get you a message from Archangel Oracle deck. And then we're going to go and read your opening oracle card from the book. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, what's the message for pile 2? These amazing wild beings. Look at that. We got 2 for you. So we're going to take it. The first one, again, more sacred geometry showing up. This is the Archangel Metatron symbol. Is it? Am I right? I could be wrong. No, this is the seed of life. Sorry, I was like, yeah, because Metatron is more of the triangles and the circles. So this is again more sacred geometry. Maybe some of you really like sacred geometry. She has some on her back, and then we have the seed of life showing up over here. Says spiritual understanding, Archangel Raziel saying, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols. Wow, I did not even read that, but this is very prominent. So I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. There is the initiation. There is the remembering that is happening here. Okay, so Archangel Raziel. You may want to read up on Archangel Raziel if that's something you want to do. These are all like, we all always learn something when we read about the different archangels or whatever animal spirits or whatever archetypes that come through. And of course, yes, you are getting esoteric information. You have the high priestess and the moon. So a lot of spiritual awakening happening over here. And then we have compassion. Archangel Zadkiel saying, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So also don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, some of you, don't be too self-critical with yourself. Again, we're, believe it or not, in our human capacity, no matter how stern we are, no matter how soft we are still much more compassionate to others than we are to ourselves. We are really, really self-critical and not as critical of others. So it's just like saying find a balance, but especially for yourself. Give yourself that kindness, give yourself that nurturing that you deserve, because you're going through a major shift over here. Okay? All right. So pile 2, let's find your message from the book. Ooh, that's a very wrong one. Let's see what we want to read. We want to read, so this is talking about service, and it's talking about regeneration. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to read the first line because I already did, and I can't believe we've been talking about this all along. So here's your image, and the first sentence here says, in all my dreams, dream journals, Mercury, communication, okay? In all my dreams, there are keys that open doors to my inner world. Today, this image offers me the possibility to explore a daydream. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? So let's talk about what it's saying about service over here. Sorry. It says, I contemplate the world with affection and care, gathering the best that it has to offer. I have come with fear and love, with light and shadows, with ancestral wounds and healing power. I give myself to the service of the world as an expression of unconditional love for our differences. The world receives me back with a love I did not know. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what we've been talking about. If I had been waiting for me all this time. Within me, the sweetest lullaby ever heard begins to sound. It is the song of the soul of the world which now welcomes me. I mean, this is amazing. Really, really amazing. Wow. This is a reason why they call my attention to certain things. So this one little paragraph over here says, with archaic wisdom, so we're talking about archaic wisdom, waking up, remembering, high priestess, moon, this benevolent spirit whispers to me in a wordless language. It is time to spread the symbol across the earth to all people. Wow. Wow. I climb on his back, and we take flight. This is, amazing, guys. So be yourself, be your authentic self, no longer holding yourself small, keeping yourself small, hiding, come out and bloom, show yourself to the world, and do know that at this time you're getting a lot of messages, and your angels are really helping, your archangels, your ancestors are really helping spark that inner desire, wake those things up, and also externally, of course, communicating with you, but also making the elements flow, just, harmoniously creating that environment for you to make this happen, okay? I think I'll end your reading here, pile 2. This is really, really profound, really beautiful. Congratulations on your spiritual path. This looks a beautiful journey to wholesomeness. I can't get over wholeness. I can't get over how beautiful this is. So wish you much love and light. If you like the reading, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and help me grow this wonderful community. It means a lot to me. Much love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you that chose the 3rd oracle card. And I think for some reason, before I even start your reading, this is the card you chose, Stories of My Mother. And it's funny how I already placed the cards out for you. So before we even begin, I think the strongest message that's coming through is that your cards have been laid out for you. So the first part of the reading where we look at these cards is about the message that your ancestors have for you. And I think the strongest one that's coming out, no matter what area of life this may be, they're helping you see that the cards have now been laid out for you. So it's for you to choose. The option is yours, but everything is in a place, is what I'm hearing. So anyway, very interesting. I've never done this before, but this needed to happen for your reading. So let's see what we get. We'll just intuit this card now, but towards the end, we're going to read from the book. The way the reading is designed, we'll look at what's the message from your ancestors. We'll see if, they'll give us what area this relates to or pertains to. Then we're going to look into how they're helping you through it, and then advice from them, and then some closing messages, okay? All right, so you chose this card that says Stories of My Mother. And of course, it has the alchemical symbol. It's the eye within the pyramid or the triangle. It's all about illumination, waking up. So our intuition kicking in. We're waking up to the reality that we are a spiritual being in a physical body and not the other way around, and how limitless we are, okay? So that's more on the big metaphorical level and spiritual level. Of course, you're very spiritual. You're here watching this reading. You're a part of the spiritual tribe. You have woken up. I think with the cards being laid out and the mother, and of course, interestingly, there is a blending of the masculine and the feminine within you, because the mother is the triangle facing down, okay? The feminine symbol is when the triangle is facing down. With this being in the masculine form, this is very interesting, the messages that I'm channeling right now. This being in the masculine form, it's time for the mother to rise. Very interesting. So again, standing up, the elevation of the feminine, but in a way that it's an integration. For some of you, you may be thinking about getting pregnant. I have to call it out. There is a healing of the womb that's coming here, but there's also maybe you're in a position where you're raising some feminine topics that may have been ignored and have not been discussed about. This could be something as simple as, in the family, there may be a dynamic where, the sisters or the daughters are treated a different way, and it may just have been a habitual pattern, not the malintent, but you bring that to surface and you help people shift their perspectives. Something like that, but there is definitely a waking up of the divine feminine in harmony with the masculine. There is a balancing out, okay? And I keep hearing waking up. So let's see what your ancestors want to tell you, and we'll read more about this towards the end from the guidebooks. So your first message is, wow, oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Oh my God, I was saying in pile one, I'm consistently in awe of the messages that come through. Thank you so much. I feel so blessed. And thank you for being here, because you're the ones bringing the message. Look what we have. Number 3, sacral chakra, core of creation. Do you know what the sacral chakra looks like? This. So there is some sort of creation happening. It is possible, again, for some of you, it may be very real that you've been trying to get pregnant and you've had fertility issues. This is talking about with the snake showing up over here. It's snake, that symbol represents healing. So there is healing of the womb that I'm hearing. Sacral chakra is our sexuality. It's our sexual expression. It's our sexual strength. How we project ourselves. How we honor our inner fire. Okay. For some of you, you may even be drawn to the color orange quite a bit. Interesting, orange has come up in different meanings today in this overall reading in different piles. But sacral chakra color is orange. I'm trying to look at... No, I couldn't find it. I was trying to look at if I had a guide to show you the shapes of all the chakras. And maybe I'm wrong on the shape, but the triangle is the womb. That's where the feminine nurtures the child. Okay, so there's a lot of creativity that's opening up for you. There's a lot of sexuality expression. If you felt repressed, that's going to change, or your ancestors are telling you now it's time to heal that wound. Okay. And 3 is also co-creating. So co-create with spirit, co-create with your ancestors, with the divine, with your higher self, whatever you believe in. It may be time to kick off a new project that you've been thinking about. Oh my God, now I'm seeing like triangles freaking everywhere. Triangle, 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 triangle. Now it's everywhere. No wonder the cards had to be like this. And then there's wholeness over here. Oh my goodness, crazy. Okay, so if you've been thinking about starting something new, they're really encouraging you to get on with it. So we have the portal, tiny triangle, but I know it's on most of the cards. But again, portal showing up here saying doors are opening. Wow, you decide. Rewards, wild card. Unbelievable. Pile 3, let me tell you, you are so tapped in with your divine spiritual team right now. There's one thing after another. First of all, the very first thing that came through was your cards have been laid out and you have the option to choose. Look at what this says. Doors are opening. You decide. Wild card. Crazy. So 1111 is also the portal. That's the number of the portal. So opening through. I think I mentioned to pile 1, I may be doing a reading on that, especially for November 11th and then a few days before, a few days after, what the energy holds. But the portal is opening. And before that, there's another portal of 1010, October 10th. I don't know if I'll have posted this by then, but let's see. But there is a divine portal opening up for you, and it's for you to wake up to it and rise. It is for those of you who feel like you've been quote unquote blessed with certain energies, with certain gifts, or certain let's say metaphysical abilities, and I'm saying blessed because I don't want to use the opposite word. You're at a point actually you can choose whether you want to continue with them or not, and I can tell you most of you are going to choose to continue with them. That's because that's what your innermost desire is. You just haven't had the right environment to harness those energies. Okay, but that's opening up for you now. So what would you choose? And then we have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Yeah, so you're getting a lot of messages. You may be getting a lot of, like as I said, these gifts may be really waking up and maybe confusing you a little bit. So ground yourself. That's what your ancestors want to tell you. Just go spend some time in nature, water, sand, earth, flowers, plants, go on a walk, take a hike. But that'll really help you balance yourself out and ground your energies, because portal energies and activations can be really, really big. Okay? Especially when you're balancing out certain old wounds and healing and trying to bring that to attention for others and share that gift outwardly. It'll take a lot of energy. But again, the cards are for you to choose. Whew. And then we have the moon, because there wasn't enough spiritual energy here already. So you are a very, very spiritual person, pile 3. Thank you for being here. Moon, take note of intuitive messages. So you're going to get a lot of messages. And again, your ancestors want you to know. This also represents cycles. Okay, with the moon card showing up, there is an old cycle ending and a new one is opening up. It's being activated for you. The moon next to the grounded also reminds us that follow the moon in the sense like the Luna, she takes her time, she rests during the darker phases and she really comes out and shines during the lighter phases. And the darker phases are, what are that for a woman? The menstrual cycle, right? So don't be so hard on yourself, is what I'm hearing. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself a break also. For some of you, if you've like really been on the go and constantly chasing your passions, your hobbies, your whatever life goals you have, maybe somewhere in the process of wanting to heal and wanting to accomplish something, especially if you are a divine feminine and you want to stand up and be seen for who you are, just as equal to a divine masculine, this is just reminding that do also be compassionate with yourself and give yourself some self-care. But yes, also it's about the ending of those disharmonious cycles or inequality or inequity. That cycle is ending, and your intuition is going to tell you with the moon. Okay, so it's a very high priestess energy, Pisces energy that's coming through over here. So your ancestors really want you to know that. Okay. Whew. Okay, let's see if they give us a, I mean, this is again very big area, but I want to see if they give us, is there a specific house, is a specific element of life or axis of life that this is being referred to about as what? My words have gone, they've left me. We have Venus, love, more feminine energy, so beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality. So yes, there's definitely some healing of the sensual, material, emotional things we value, people we value, our materialistic goals, our emotional goals. This is second house energy, okay? So, and then we have the 11th. So this is us and others. Second house, if this is talking about you have all the cards at the table and you have the choice to make, this talk starts from self-worth, okay? Second house is what we value ourselves at, and literally is like how we see ourselves is how we're going to see the world, how we're going to project that viewpoint onto the world. So there's a lot of healing in that, and if not, then the message is like, you need to really raise your own self-perception because you're amazing. You're absolutely amazing. And remember, you're blessed, okay? You are the divine. You're gifted divine feminine, whether male or female, whatever you are. That's what you have from your ancestry, from your lineage. But, you know, this is time to heal your self-worth. If you have those. If not, great. Continue, keep at it, keep that very strong because that's going to help you leap, like I'm saying, leap miles and miles is what I'm hearing. Interesting. Let's get one more. So you got Venus, love, and also for those of you, as I said, love of a child, love of a partner, divine counterpart may be coming through. That's also what they're hinting at because there's definitely fertility here. Okay. And then we have Aquarius, the radical. It's interesting because in the beginning when I turned, we had 11th house. Aquarius is the 11th house in the zodiac. And it's talking about experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group-oriented, humanitarian, free, radical, eccentric. So Aquarius is, in the tarot, the card is where it shows the angel pouring water on herself and then onto the others. Aquarius is an air sign, even though in the tarot it has water. So it's all about flowing with the emotions, but it really talks back about healing ourselves first before we can heal others. Aquarius is called a radical because they think of the big picture. They think of the big impact on society, on community, on the world. So they advocate for changes that will be good for all. And sometimes those changes can, mean some short-term, let's say, costs or expenses that we may have to endure, right? But their mission is always what is for the greatest good of all. That's how they think. That's what the Aquarius energy is. And again, 11th house is our circle of circles, our friends of friends, and the community we hang out with. So with all of this, your ancestors are really bringing, look, like you are well positioned to project that self-worth onto the community, bring a humanitarian aspect to it. Whatever this means, maybe you're starting a new, let's say, a painting group in your community, or maybe you're starting a poetry group, or you're starting a yoga group, something like that where you're bringing people together, but it's also coming from, you can't do that unless you feel confident yourself and you value yourself or you appreciate the art or the gift that you have, okay? So some of that is coming through. So it's going to be quite radical for you. Okay, so this part of the reading, we're going to look at how your ancestors are helping you through this. Okay, So Spirit, help me tap into further into pile 3 and how their ancestors are helping them. Pile 3, 3 sacral chakra, 3 of pentacles. So you may be seeing 333. 333 is all about co-creation, and it's about your art and your expression. You have 2 swords. We have these. Let's get maybe one more. Yeah, they're helping you see. This is some potential that you haven't really opened your eyes to yet. And as I said, it's your choice, but you may have been choosing to stay in your security. Okay, they're gonna unravel it. They're gonna bring it to the forefront for you, be it through dreams, be it through messages. Again, the moon has been here, so there may be dreams coming to you. We have the King of Swords, very clear vision. They're gonna make things very, very clear for you and actually lay out the options for you. Let's get one more. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Wow, look at that. So Pentacles. Stability. So look, they're bringing a lot of stability to your life. Okay, they're bringing a lot of structure. They're helping you build the foundation. The 3 of Pentacles really talks about teamwork, getting together. By the way, 3 is what, again, the 3 of Pentacles literally is the triangle. Triangle is the most stable geometric shape. Okay, you can research on that. So that's been showing up a lot for you. And this is also the pentagram, the symbol in the pentacles. Over here, it talks about the masculine and I can't do an opposite triangle, feminine, the balance between the two. Okay, so they are definitely healing some inner wounds, some past childhood wounds. They're helping you raise your self-worth, helping you feel stable in where you are, and also being able to get out, because there's something, remember I said you feel you've been blessed, quote unquote, with some gifts. They're going to open your eyes and how these gifts are literally a perfect match for you, and you are ideally positioned to bring them to the world. Some of you could be tarot readers, some of you could be very interested in astrology, some of you could be artists. There may be like a strange mix, like actually also technology is coming through, because we have Aquarius. So technology and science. You could even be like, let's say a medical professional, like a traditional doctor, but you have such an intuitive sense of healing that you bring your technical, physical skills along with your intuitive healing skills to heal people. Okay, so they're going to make this very clear. And with the King of Swords over here, how they're helping you see is that they want you to take command of this. Okay, they don't want you to hold back. Okay, she's like holding back, she's hiding, she's trying to balance things, not accepting that yes, you're gifted, that you have a natural ability to do that. Bottom deck we have the Fool. So yeah, have faith and take that leap of faith. Okay, especially for those of you where even if, let's say, you're a team leader in whatever profession that is, because the King of Swords is very strategic, very cerebral, very, very plan oriented, okay, and an amazing leader overall, but also very spiritual, because you see is it the dove? It's kind of in between. I think it's a dove. It's gray, so maybe a gray dove. But you know, he focuses on the strategy, but he doesn't ignore his intuition. That's what your ancestors are helping you to see, and they want you to take command. They want you to own yourself, fully you, in whatever you're doing. So let's say, going back to the example of if you're a team leader or a team lead or a manager or whatever, you absolutely have the right strategy, but don't ignore your intuition or your inner nudges when you're setting that strategy, because that's your it's interesting, your hidden ace of hearts, or your hidden ace in your back pocket. That's what the other leaders don't have. So don't minimize yourself. Don't minimize your gifts that you have. You are meant to blend the physical with the metaphysical, this physical with the spiritual, and they're going to help open your eyes to that fact. Okay, they're going to help you co-create this journey. Yeah, so value that in yourself. Value that in yourself. Like some of you maybe I don't know, maybe full-time YouTube tarot readers, or full-time online astrology. You may not just YouTube, like it can be other, I know there's Patreon, there's other channels or other avenues, TikTok, what have you. You may be just tech oriented spiritual worker, and that's okay. That's an amazing thing to embrace, and you have to value that, okay? Because this is quite radical to do. So take it as it fits, but that's what they're trying to bring forward. So let's see, what is pile three's ancestral advice? So what do their ancestors want to advise them? We have the Chariot. So move forward without fear. That's your number one message. Okay, let's put that here. Cancer energy. Fourth house. So we have Four of Pentacles. Fourth house energy. Yeah, you have the ability to build your foundation however you want. Okay, this is the home energy. This is fourth house. Maybe some of you are thinking of moving homes. The choice is yours, is what they're saying. Wow. You have a divine counterpart. There you go. We started the reading with the balancing of the masculine and the feminine. We have the King of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Swords. There you go. Queen of Swords is a remarkable energy. I'll talk about it. Let me get two more cards, and then I'm going to talk about this. No messing around with you. I love it. Excuse me. Yeah, this reading has been very exciting. I'm like shouting. Sorry if I'm too loud today. That is just like so much energy in this reading. Let's get two more. What's the advice for pile three from the ancestors? We have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Clarity. Use your gift clearly. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, actually, this one came out first. We have the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles. So again, specifically, I know it's too narrow in its message and applicability, but going back to the energy of feel free to use your intuition in your work. Regardless, again, I think I said manager or team leader, regardless of whether or not you're in a leadership role, their advice is like, look, you got a lot of inner wisdom and you need to apply that to your day-to-day. It doesn't have to be your job. It doesn't have to be like a specific team or a title, although teamwork is showing up here at the table for you guys, okay, with the Three of Pentacles. It's a teamwork energy. So even if you're in a team, but you're not leading the team, there is a very clear message here that you intuitively know which direction to go. So with the, where is that? With the Ace of Swords, which talks about our communication, they want you to find a creative way of presenting yourself, representing your idea, even in a work situation. And that's what's going to like lead you to a lot of success. Again, this will apply to any area of life. But going back to like, this is time to charge ahead. No longer staying closed, no longer, being behind our own boundary of our own security and safety. This is the time to break free. That cycle of being in the dark, in the shadows, like in the healing phase is over, okay? Now it's time to be literally gung-ho and go all out. Healing time is over. It's time for action. With the Queen of Swords, the one thing I wanted to call out, like Queen of Swords again. Ooh, oh, interesting. She has a white dove and he has a gray dove. So we have a divine counterpart here. Regardless of whether you're male, female, or how you represent or see yourself, you have very strong intuition with these two showing up over here, but also very strong communication. Queen of Swords can be harsh energy, like no one can mess with her. Why? She can be cold, that's her shadow side, but she gets cold because she has no tolerance for BS around her. So the advice for you is like, see through the BS, see through the crap, see through the politics, see through the whatever is not resonating with you, and have the courage to call it out, because you have not only the inner wisdom, you have the intuition, but you also have the command. Okay, so put the male and the female together. This is a a very, very strong combination here with the counterpart showing up. So no wonder you're going to be victorious. So clearly you're going to aim for victory, be clear with your intention, be clear with how you communicate your plan and how much of it you communicate. I'm hearing that as well. Just be in that charging position because you're meant to lead this area, whatever this is. And then of course, listen to that inner gift and apply it to your day-to-day. That's going to be very important for you. So let's get a few more oracles on the advice. What do their ancestors want to tell them? What's the advice for pile 3? We have, there you go, until death tears apart. Contracts, careers, commitments, Saturn. Saturn talks about long cycles, long drawn out cycles, which are now ending. So it may feel like finally a heavy weight is lifting. This is also the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. We have avoidance, stalemate. Okay. So there is like, again, no longer avoiding the truth and avoiding our gifts. Okay. Some of you may be like weighing them in some sort of metric, some KPI that you're following, some result, some number, some statistic that you're waiting for. And unless you see that, you're kind of not recognizing your gift or you're questioning it, and they just want you to know, no, this is going to lead you to victory. Just stay true to your path. This is going to bring you to victory. And then the other form, look, other ones we have that flipped out. We have the structure, solid foundation. We've been talking about this, so they're helping you create this. What do you want your structure to be? What do you want the foundation of your life to be? Focus on that and your wishes will be coming true. Okay, you have wish fulfillment. Wow. Like clear, direct, to the point, but pretty much everything that we've been talking about. Okay, let's do this. Let's get you an oracle, archangel oracle message, and then we'll go and read from the book. A very powerful time for you. You're really empowered at this time to do whatever you want, seriously. So let's see what the archangels want to tell you. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna get one more before I grab that from the floor. Okay, we got 2, excuse me. All right, so the first one out, we have breathe. Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. So meditation, breathing exercises, pranayama are gonna do a lot of good to you. You also had this with the grounded, so that's gonna really, really help. And the other one is, wow, Archangel Jeremiah saying life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Wow, very, very profound messages. This is very, very clear. Okay, so open your eyes to something you already know that you need to change in your life, and fire up those engines. Get ready to go because the portal is opening for you. The opportunities, the cards have been laid out for you. It's your time to actually choose the next step. So this is from Spiral Oracle. Let's see, let's read this card from the book. Okay, so I'm gonna, because sometimes they can be very long, I'm gonna read you the gist of it and the message from it towards the end. Here's your image. And there's a question before the message. What am I here for? Wow, what am I here for? Observe. The benefits of contemplation are immeasurable. The dual mind is in constant conflicts. I stay, I go, I want, I don't want. When I observe it, there is simply no more inner struggle. Today, I observe myself with love and full acceptance of who I am. Without needing to change reality nor accumulate more information, I observe my thoughts and my emotions without judgment. I accept and embrace myself with everything that comes with it. My gaze expands and thus sees the wisdom to live a full life. Life review. Live a full life. Live creatively, passionately, full of desire. Choose your path. And remember, interestingly, it said emotions and mind, which is, emotions is the feminine and mind is the masculine. So take it as it fits, but I think this is really, really beautiful. You're very spiritual, pile. Embrace that into your day-to-day and accept yourself fully. That's what your ancestors want to tell you. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you need a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.